Hello dear students. So we'll continue with the determinant problems. So this is our next problem. Find the value of theta satisfying. We have a function 1 sine 3 theta minus 4 3 cos 2 theta 7 minus 7 minus 2 equal to 0. Okay. So we have to solve this function. And finally we need to find out the value of theta. So we can formulate the determinant function 1 sine 3 theta, okay, then minus 4 3 cos 2 theta, then 7 minus 7 minus 2 equal to 0, right? Okay, so just think how we can solve this determinant. Okay, so definitely I hope you have learned how to solve the determinant. Okay, so somehow we need to make any of these elements 0. If we could do that, we can easily solve the determinant, right? So for that, what is the step we can do here? Okay, so just think, if we do C1, we are changing as C1 minus C2. Okay, so what we will get in this determinant? So C3 is the same, 1 3 minus 7, sorry, C2 is the same and C3 is the same, right? Because we are only changing C1. Okay, so this is cos 2 theta and this is minus 2. Okay, now C1 will be, so C1 minus C2, so 1 minus 1 0. Now minus 4 minus 3, so minus 7. Okay, and 7 minus minus 7, so that is 14. Fine. Okay, now next what we are going to do is, we are going to take, so if you observe this column, we can take 7 outside from there, right? So for the easiness of solving. Okay, so if we take 7 outside, what will be the remaining numbers there? So this will be minus 1 and this can be 2, right? Okay. Okay, now next we are going to just if we have 0 here, then no need to consider this element and the corresponding determinant. Okay, so we just need to solve this element and also we need to solve for sine 3 theta. Okay, so let's see how to do that. So let's start doing. Okay, so first of all, when we treat with 0, so as common we have a 7, so inside bracket, when we multiply or when we take in correspondence with 0, if we do the determinant, the whole value is going to be 0, right? So just keep it as 0, no need to solve this one. Okay, so 0, then what will be the next sign? Minus. I have already said it, right? So minus, now take 1. Okay, so if we take 1, what will be the determinant? It will be the first, this column as well as this column, right? Okay, so our elements will be 1 into, okay, so minus 1 into minus 2, so 2. Okay, minus 2 into cos 2 theta. 2 cos 2 theta. Okay, then next sign will be plus. So what is the next element? Sine 3 theta, right? Those who didn't go through how to solve a 3-dimensional determinant, please go through the previous session and understand. Okay, now here, so if we take this element, our determinant will be this one. So it can be minus 1 into minus 7. Okay, minus 1 into minus 7 will be 7, minus 3 into 2, 6. Fine, then close the bracket. So what will be the solution here? So it will be 7 into, so here 0 we need not consider. Okay, so from this thing we can take 2 outside, right? Because here we have a 2, here we have 2. Can we take this 2? We cannot, because it's an angle. So angle we cannot take it as a single element or single number. Okay, so minus 2, 1 minus cos 2 theta plus, so 7 minus 6 is 1, right? So we will just get it as sine 3 theta. Fine, which is equal to 0, because there is equal to 0, right? Okay, now we need to expand this whole function. Okay, so let's do that. So we are going to multiply 7 inside. Okay, so what we will get? It will be minus 14 plus 14 cos 2 theta. Okay, plus 7 sine 3 theta equal to 0. Now if we take minus 14 to the side, okay, so it is going to be 14 cos 2 theta plus 7 sine 3 theta equal to 14. So cos 2 theta can be written as 1 minus 2 sine square theta plus, then sine 3 theta can be expanded as 3 sine theta minus 4 sine cube theta, which is equal to 14. Okay. Okay, now we are going to multiply 14 inside, also 7 inside. So we will get it as 14 minus, so 14 into 2 is 28 sine square theta plus 7 into 3, 21 sine theta minus 7 into 4, 28 sine cube theta equal to 14. Now take this 14 to here. So what will happen? 14 minus 14 will get 0 there. So minus 28 sine square theta plus 21 sine theta minus 28 sine cube theta equal to 14 minus 14, that is 0. Okay. Now we can again take 7 outside from these functions, right? Okay, so if we take 7 outside, what will be, or if we can take minus 7 outside. Okay, so most of the negative sign we can remove. So I am taking minus 7 outside, so it will be 4 sine square theta minus 3 sine theta plus sine cube theta equal to 0, right? Okay, so if we take negative 7 to here, what will happen? This negative sign is multiplied here, right? So if it comes to this right hand side, it will be 0 divided by minus 7. So 0 divided by any number will give us 0, right? So this is going to be 0 divided by minus 7, that is 0 itself. 0. Okay. Yes. So I have just arranged it in an order like cube, square and sine theta. Okay. So now if we can take sine theta outside, we can get a polynomial, right? So that we can solve it with the quadratic equation. So it will be 4 sine square theta, 4 sine theta minus 3 equal to 0. So if we take sine theta to this side, what will happen? So it is going to be 0 divided by sine theta, that is same as 0, right? Okay. Now we can solve sine. So we can solve for sine theta, right? So if it is like if we consider, so a polynomial will be like, if we are writing it in terms of x, it will be 4x square plus 4x minus 3. So in place of x we have sine theta. Clear? So I am going to write the quadratic equation. So it will be minus b plus or minus root b square minus 4ac divided by 2a, right? So minus b means minus 4, b is 4, okay, plus or minus root b square is 4 square minus 4 into a is 4 into c, that is minus 3 divided by 2 into a is 4. Okay. So it is going to be minus 4 plus or minus root of, if you calculate you will get it as 16 plus 48. Okay. So 16 plus 48 divided by 8. So this is minus 4 plus or minus root 64 divided by 8. Okay. So that means this root 64 value is how much? That is 8, right? Okay. So minus 4 plus or minus 8 divided by 8. Okay. So our value can be minus 4 plus 8. Okay. So minus 4 plus 8 will be 4 by 8. Or minus 4 minus 8. That is minus 12 by 8. So we got two values. So if we just simplify this, it is going to be 1 by 2. This is 1 by 2 and this is going to be minus 3 by 2. Okay. Yes. So now what will be our theta value? So we got sine theta as 1 by 2 minus 3 by 2, right? So what will be theta? To get theta we just need to take the sine inverse. So theta will be equal to sine inverse of these values. Okay. 1 by 2 sine inverse of minus 3 by 2. Okay. Yes, so this is how you can solve for theta. Okay, now here this 1 by 2 will not come in the range of theta. Okay, because the range of sine theta is between minus 1 and 1. Okay, so this is the range of sine theta, so that 1 by 2, this is not possible. We can only take sine inverse of minus 3 by 2. Okay, so sine inverse of minus 3 by 2 is that will be pi by 6. Okay, so we can say that, so sine theta will be minus 3 by 2. Since 1 by 2 we cannot take because it doesn't comes in this range, minus 1 less than or equal to sine theta less than or equal to 1. So sine theta value will be minus 3 by 2. Okay, this is our next problem. So if this is the given function, then find the value of x. Okay, so for that, what we can do? So first of all, just make it in the form of a determinant. Okay, so just remove the square brackets and make the determinant form. So now here I am going to apply R1 as R1 plus R2 plus R3. Okay, so if we add R1, R2, R3, so what we will get? So 4 minus x plus 4 plus x plus 4 plus x will give you 12 plus x. Here also 12 plus x. 12 plus x. Okay, the other rows will remain as such. Four plus x, then 4 plus x, 4 minus x. Okay, that is equal to 0. Next I am going to take plus 12 plus x common from row 1. Okay, so if I take 12 plus x as common from R1, what we will get? 12 plus x. So it is going to be 1, 1, 1, right? 4 plus x, 4 minus x, 4 plus x, then 4 plus x, 4 plus x, 4 minus x. Okay, that is equal to 0. Okay, so you have to write taking 12 plus x common from R1. You have to mention. Okay. Yes. Now next we are going to do two operations. C1 as C1 minus C3 and C2 as C2 plus C3. Okay. So 12 plus x outside, so we'll be getting as 0, 0, 1, 0, 8, 4 plus x, then 2x, 8, 4 minus x. Okay, so we'll get like this. And since these two elements are 0, we don't want to consider the determinant of this first two elements. So just need to consider for 1. So we can solve it as 12 plus x into, in brackets, 1 into 0 into 8 minus 2x into 8 equal to 0. Okay. So when we solve this, what we are going to get? 12 plus x into 0 minus, so 8 into 2, 16, 16x, right, equal to 0. Okay. So now 12 plus x into minus 16x, right, equal to 0. Okay. So this is going to be minus 16 into 12x plus minus 16 x square equal to 0. So we'll be getting a quadratic equation here. Okay. Or we can just consider it as a quadratic equation, or in an easiest way you can do one thing. Okay, you can just avoid this step, and if you take this minus 16x, since it is multiplied here, right, so if we take minus 16x to this side, what will happen? This is going to be 0 divided by minus 16x, so that will be 0, right? So the x value can be either 0 or minus 12. Clear? So this is how we can solve this problem.